There are exceptions. I will
kicking the
agree.
shit out of each other.
I will agree.
But
there
I just
are some
think,
exceptions.
in terms of society standards, I don't think they would have accepted it the same way.
No.
It's like it was a rare instance where someone is so enormously famous and successful like Will Smith that they literally still allowed him to not just win the Academy Award, but also go up and accept it and give a speech after he assaulted a small comedian.
Yeah, they should have ejected him.
stage.
They should have ejected him from the show.
100%. 100%. I agree with that. You can't just go smack a man in the face in front of the world and then go about business as usual. First of all, it sets a terrible precedent.
Yes.
In so many different ways. It sets a terrible precedent for comedy clubs.
Yes.
Like, are people going to decide that they're going to go on stage and smack the comedian
I
now?
hope they try to smack Brendan or you.
Well,
I just want to see one Joe Rogan turning sidekick. Yeah, Chuggy.
I don't necessarily think people are going to change their behavior, but dumb people might. But also, it's just like, what are we saying as a society when the people that we look up to, for whatever reason, for good or for bad, we look up to actors.
Yes.
And the Academy Awards is supposed to be them in their most regal outfits, their best behavior, and to drop down to violence for something so innocuous as a G.I. Jane joke. It's
look, man, it's not the hill that I'm looking to necessarily die on either, in particular context. And you know, I had, having a conversation with somebody over something that made my girlfriend uncomfortable to me, that was the way to approach it. But I guess if someone wanted to tell me fuck you about it, then it's like, okay,
right.
Well, now that changes things.
Right, of course.
You don't care how it affects other people, and you're not actually you're having consideration for me or my girlfriend or.
I know what you're saying, but in this case, we saw it.
No,
we see all the elements laid out. Chris Rock's joke was so mild.
I get it. And so, Jada's allowed to take offense, and Will's allowed to take offense, but to jump up, run on stage, slap him, and then throw the scene that he did is a completely different story.
It was a meltdown.
To at least to go and give Chris an opportunity to talk to him, and maybe even Jada, and just be like, look, one, you can see that he did not mean to try and cause any actual harm to you. So, you know what? Just tell him. If you didn't like it, tell him face to face and be like, yo, man, it really, hey, Jada, it really bugged you.
You're talking about two totally different things.
I get it.
We both agree with that.